What's going on, guys? It's not a Monday night sketchy.
No,
It's a
Friday.
Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday night. And Kitty B and I just wanted to kind of give you anyway, kind of throw some pictures out on Facebook and Instagram with how the Kona project is coming. So I just thought it'd be kind of cool to share it on multiple platforms, kind of get it out there. Accomplished where I'm at from the last video we made, which is kind of after the initial teardown, and I'm trying to remember how far we even really got. But got done, it was attached. Everything was kind of lightly tacked in, and I might have started the back structure. You're nodding your head.
I think you did, yeah.
Okay, you can talk.
Yeah. Well, I know when I came out to check on you today, you were pretty excited about the progress that you made today. So tell us what you did today, because I wasn't out here with you, so I don't really know.
So today was finishing up the door surrounds.
Okay.
Started there, which a lot of guys even commented. Thank you for everybody's comment. Posts I've done, of course, great tips everybody's given me and some great support. But one of the things somebody said is that the window surrounds probably one of the things to get right.
And they fit perfect. I looked
I
at
don't know if about perfect.
No, but they look great.
I think actually at one point one of them this side wasn't really fitting perfect, and I played a little sledgehammer to it, tapped it into submission. It's now correct deal and knocked some of the gutters down as well, and that looks much better. It's got the lean that it needs to because I kind of leaned in the side towards the back because it had to be the top. So yeah, the window surrounds are completed. So the cool thing is, I have made a list of all the things that need to get done, which is the back cabin structure and the bottom, back of the cab, tops, window openings at the back of the cab, sheet metal, cab back, bottom, sheet metal cab top. I might have that twice. I don't know. Maybe sheet metal is not what, or structure, and then fixed tops of doors. So
can you cross that off then? All right.
We fixed the tops of the doors. So that I need to finish weld them and make them look nicer in the inside.
But they're
they are structurally in. Yeah. I've opened and closed the doors, slammed them, and they are
did not fall apart. So we are in good shape.
You are here to witness the first fix the tops of the doors.
Nice.
Even though I'm gonna go finish weld, finish weld tops door. We'll add that to the bottom. So we are crossing one off. We are adding one, but it's more along the finishing line of it. So realistically, we've finished the top of the roof as well. And I don't know if I have that on here. Weld roof tops back.
Another
so we
one
can cross that off as well.
What?
Yeah. So that's exciting.
And again, out here by yourself today. Was the weather a challenge?
Well, backup cab structure, that is done.
Oh.
That is done.
That's 3.
And really the sheet metal, I've finished this side is welded in. The driver's side back of the cab is welded in. And I did some kind of pounding and submission, some relief cuts and stuff, and it's looking real nice. My welds have improved, which is great.
Yeah, it looks good.
A little less blow through this time. I watched a video that really made huge sense to me, which was wire speed has everything to do with amperage, which means that's where the power is. So the higher my wire speed is, actually makes, so I think my wire speed was a little too much. So I dropped the power down and also my wire speed and started gradually going up. I found a sweet spot where I was able to pack in much easier with less blowout on the thinner sheet metal. Now the 20 gauges I'm using for the back and of the bed against the 1-inch square stock, that welded in great. So that's really good. I actually attempted to weld the inside too. Some of it's welded in. So now we're really kind of getting to the welding in the interior parts of the cab as well, which I did of the sheet metal, and then of course accomplishing the back or the right, the passenger side of the rear of the cab, and then the bottom of the cab will be close to being done. I just want to do one more cover for because I did raise the tunnel is raised. The transmission and the shifter linkage is raised above the factory tunnel. So I've got to make some sort of a cover for that when the bed is on or into the cab so we don't have water.
I was so worried about the
what
water
happens if it
erosion.
rains. So we're going to fix that. We're going to do that. And I've already fabricated one piece of it already, way pre. So I just need to replicate that piece, secondary part, and then box that portion in, which is what my plan is. And then the bottom of the cab, realistically, all I've got left the back cabinet to start doing the fun part, which is really window design, the little cool little rear spoiler slash
Extension of the top.
extension of the top. We had a discussion about the rear window today. We talked about maybe doing a slider or something to that effect. The more we looked at it today, where the placement of the backs of structure, I think we're going to go with a kind of a Model A, Model T window feel, but mimic some of the shapings from the front.
And you're going to design it yourself rather than
Yes,
getting a
so
kit.
we're going to do that with some sand.
And have you ever done anything like that?
Leaving-
Have you ever framed it out and done it?
Haven't
Okay, so you didn't, I thought when you were doing the Johnny Five, I thought you assisted with the back window
All I did
thing.
is help put it in and spend
Okay.
40 hours trying to take the plastic off the windows on the other stuff. So yeah, go back and watch that episode. So window pulling the plastic off the windows is not my favorite.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
But exciting that we're making some headway.
yeah.
The structure as far as the front of the window is strong. I just need to weld in the interior portions of it, but it's strong. I've yanked both cars moving, and I don't feel any looseness. Same thing with the upper tops of the doors, any looseness there. So structurally, we're making huge progress. It's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to start working on that. Really start getting this thing to look like a truck. So, it's neat that this back side here is now that we've got the curvature of the body into the sheet metal. And that was something I'd watched. I watched Ian do. I've watched other guys do where they kind of overlap metal in a piece and then slice through that piece, and then where the back portions would fall off, and the front sheet metal would match up with the other side of the sheet metal, and then you weld those in. So it was neat to apply some things that I've seen in videos and on my favorite fabricating shows. The guys have done, tutorials and that kind of stuff. I got to tell you, through this whole project, I really wish I was doing more video stuff of it. It's just hard because I'm out here by myself.
Sorry.
Not your fault, but I didn't want to go through, and I know the battery run out, and not to mention, I'm not as confident about what I'm showing getting done, to where I would think it'd be value that you would learn something. You'd probably watch it and go, "What is that guy doing? Why is he keep grinder thing?" Then there's a lot of that, but I feel like I'm making pretty good progress.
What I love is that in the beginning of all of this, you showed me what the vision was when the car was just chopped and you were out here and you were showing me this is going to be like this is going to be rounded like this. You're doing it.
Yeah.
It's happening. So it's got to be exciting for you to see your vision come to life.
Well, things that I wasn't sure, again, applying of what I thought would work from what I've seen what people do, and then just the thought, trying not to do it exactly how a lot of people talked about, hey, go find the back of the truck, wrap that in. And I was like, no, I think what I want to do is make it very simple, very flat structurally in that, which is what it's really become. What's cool is the interior structure and what I was hoping would happen, of course, pounding the metal over and utilizing that inner structure as a way to kind of make a shape. It's working. There were some portions as I welded in where things were overlapping and kind of bulging out. Thank goodness again to videos and different tutorials, sheet metal stuff, where I was able to go in and actually do relief cuts in multiple spots where metal folded just like in the videos. So, big thanks to all you guys out there, fabricators who shared, do videos. Thanks to Ian Rousseau, Full Custom Garage,
You're the master.
and of course other guys that have just, Art Smith, who's my buddy here locally in Florida, who's, comes to my work and has talked me off the ledge a million times already. And, gave me great tips as far as like the blowout stuff, even the coat hanger thing.
Mhm.
I didn't really have to use much of that today. And we almost had fire, which is
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
yeah,
Oh no.
pretty dangerously. I'm sure it was not good. Some of the interior portions of the body had some. I want to say it's almost like something would cause it from vibrating, and I didn't think about I should rip that out. And so as I'm welding, it heated up and started to rip out.
How'd you put it out?
Oh,
From where?
we had a good fire going.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was like, what does it smell?
I smelled something in the house and I was like, oh.
I'm sure it was toxic.
Great.
So,
What I was asking earlier was about the weather challenges today. I know you
today
rolled
was
this out.
Today was a beautiful day here in Florida. It was hot,
Mm-hmm.
light wind, no wind almost in the morning. So the beautiful thing is I was able to roll photos following the build. I rolled the whole car out, which was nice to really look at it
Mm-hmm.
and stand next to it, how low it really is compared to how it was low before. And now it really feels low. Sitting on a stool instead of a chair just kind of gives perspective of how low it is. But it was neat to see it outside, and that helped with doing the upper doors on that side. Been limited on some space on it,
Mm-hmm.
but to be able to open the door and be able to weld the inside, weld the outside. Cool.
So weather-wise, it was actually you were able to get some welding done today. I heard you out here with the welder quite a bit. And
yes, and again, worked on the back end of the cab. So I really all I got to do now is repeat what I did over here. Take the same premise, which is I've got underlying old Kona sheet metal, and then I've got the sheet metal that's coming over the top of that, and then basically I've welded it in the top of it, and then I'm basically taking the cutting wheel, cutting down the seam, basically making a seam to where once the back portion falls off, this sheet metal slide kind of like bends itself into place. Everything is fairly much lining up, and then I can repair anything I need to do. The body work is not perfect. There's a few little waves towards the bottom of where things have
can you grind that out?
overlapped it, and I've been messing with it, pushing and pulling and bending out and hammering it. And that's been interesting, is trying to manipulate the metal, make it all match and do whatever.
Well, I watched you do wonders with that toolbox with a mallet. So.
Yes. But it's been very fun, and I've been having a heck of a time working on the project, and it's been a lot of fun. Today was I feel very accomplished today. Like my confidence is up.
You were super excited when I came out today.
And
really proud of what you did, and I'm so proud of you. And I know there's a lot of people that are following this build, and they're proud of you too, and giving you kudos.
Thank you so much to all you again that have been following the build, following what I've been doing. And again, love the comments, love the shout outs, and hey man, try this, try that. You just even the encouraging
ideas,
words.
Opinions,
just encouraging words, and even more photos of that gold.
Were there?
And more of this new black one that's showing up. So it's really cool that everybody's throwing inspiration out there too. The challenging part has been it's kind of taking me away from drawing a little bit. So I went to draw the other day, and that kind of was like, oh my god, I almost.
Well, we did do Sketchy Live Monday. You weren't drawing; you were coloring in.
Yeah, that was a good relief and challenge and stuff.
And if you missed that, go back and look at it, because that's the color scheme for this build. So
we got plans of some visual stuff, and lots of cool things we're going to do. Folks have been asking about the back window. Are we doing a 5-window type deal? This will all get covered in sheet metal. But I just love the fact that it's standing next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a tall guy. Before
Right.
And even this portion, adding this now and there,
Yep.
really
It's an extra couple
gives that
inches,
windows,
low profile.
low looks. Lots of cool things going on. Still, need to do some construction. This is we're going for a wrap up, but things really you can almost kind of leave it as is. And then we're going to start messing with the top portions of the roof, which that's the part I'm excited, most excited about. There's some cool
Because
design
we've got
elements.
vision for that. Yeah.
Some cool design elements I want to find and do, add in and stuff. So that'll be cool. Yeah. So there you go. We just wanted to take a sec and pop kind of an update. So this is a secondary update. Making progress. Maybe check mark out some stuff on the list.
Yes, and you were here for it.
And you were here. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to head over to johnshobby.com. Lots of cool stuff over there. Got speakers. Big shout out to Master of All Fabrication.
Gene Winfield.
He's had a lot of stuff going on in his place while he's doing stuff. So prayers and thoughts. Gene, as far as like the house. Bad though, but sad that kind of stuff happens. But we're grateful for all of you out there who watch. And again, thanks Ian Rousseau, buddy, man. I appreciate all that you've been doing. Big shout out to our first buddy Shaggy's.
Oh my goodness,
yes. Uncle Larry, Fry's been making some cool comments, but just everybody's been really, really supportive, and just new people that we've called.
Yeah.
This guy Grizz, the new guy I've been following who does fabrication. Actually, he's out of California too, so that guy's cool. Grizzly, a Grizz, fabrication, or I'll try to find a link from it. There's some really cool people who really helped. Of course, Brian Lisa, boy, Brian sent me some measurements of a really sick rat rod pickup truck he's had at the shop he works at. He took some cool measurements of the bed and stuff, so I can get some measurements. And of course, I had a bunch of other people who sent me when they're building similar projects, and they're very helpful with.
And just people who are talking to you about parts too. Like we had a couple people reach out with back window opportunities. I mean, we may not use them because I think we're going another direction, but
we're going to go another direction.
Appreciative of what everybody's been inputting. It's been, and I think that's made it so much better for you. I feel like, yes, you're out here alone, but you don't feel alone because you've got so many people supporting you doing this.
It's been really fun. Garage. It's been fun to. Here's what this project has done. We're close to, we're creeping on almost 25, heading towards 30 pounds.
Weight loss, yeah.
So not only are we losing weight from metal, but we're also losing some weight, so that's good. So yeah, if you got a project and you're friends, hey, can I do it? Some possibilities. I just want to be the guy to say to you, hey, if I can do it, if I can get out there and make a mockery of what I'm doing, and still keep going. And each day is a new session. What I kind of started calling it. It's a new session. And in today's session, I felt like really I learned some stuff and some things worked that weren't working before. I've done some adjustments from errors and things that I've learned from. So the message is do it. So the message is Ian posted on this, just do it. Get out there and work on your project. Don't be afraid. We talked about that today coming home from dinner. The confidence level of like this opens so many more doors of other things that we can do, build, and my ultimate project now seems way more feasible than it did 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Not saying that I'm an expert, far from an expert. Still just learning.
How long did you have that 1940 Ford cab in the garage?
Year.
That you could have had you had the skill set or the confidence to be able to do.
Yes, and it's more that.
It's more the confidence.
It wasn't necessarily skill set because I had same access, same information, same. Listen, I was watching.
That was 15 years ago.
I was watching Full Custom Garage
on CD, yeah.
DVDs, and the same information, same techniques, and still use today. I was watching those. I should have got off the couch and said, done into it, flipped on the welder, and screwed stuff up till
Till you learn.
until you figure it out.
Yep.
And that's really what I've done. Is you can go back to the pictures. Most of my welds are not fast functioning, brain that they will. But I hope as my skill increases, go back, fix things that
Yeah,
need
fill it.
re-welded, refixed. That's my goal. Is to, this is an ongoing credit. These doors to stuff.
Of
You
course.
can do it too. We sure appreciate you guys. Nicelove.com. Get the website. Just do it. And as always, stay super sketchy.
Stay sketchy,
We'll see you
guys.
guys very, very soon, and we'll update you in the next session. Later.